back to Jerusalem's Gate to a special broadcast. Now, I come to you with another heavy heart. The Houthis in Iran are getting very bold. The Houthis struck another ship in the shipping lanes. Iran-backed proxy spilled the blood and killed 3 American servicemen. Iran is getting very, very bold against their attacks against with their proxies hitting American bases throughout the East. Now, can you imagine if Iran is this bold against the United States, how much bolder do you think they're going to be when they get a stockpile of nuclear weapons? It's not a coincidence that Iran got their ICBMs and their missiles built first prior to the nuclear weapons. It's not a coincidence, ladies and gentlemen. Now, what do we do? Our commander-in-chief says he will strike back for those 3 servicemen that died, U.S. servicemen that died, at his choosing and at his request. But that doesn't bring back those 3 servicemen lives. Now, some say that the reason the Iran proxy drone got through is because the U.S. had a drone in the area and it may have mistaken the incoming Iran-backed proxy drone for a U.S. drone. We don't know for sure on that. But all I'm saying is that Persia, call it Persia, Iran, is about 5, they say it's about 5 months from getting warheads, nuclear warheads. Do they have a few warheads already? We don't know. But I can assure you that they got their missiles and their ICBMs built first. That way they can strike once they get their warheads, if in fact the United States strikes them. Iran is not stupid. They know the whole game changes once they get nuclear weapons and they have the delivery systems that will deliver those warheads throughout the world. I can't imagine a world with a nuclear-armed Iran. It would be awful. Now, Ezekiel 38:5. I wanted to bring to your attention that one of the countries they say in the latter days that will come against Israel is Persia. Now, Persia, as you know, is an ancient term for Iran. Now, let's look at a couple more. Okay, this is Zechariah 12:9. And it shall come in the past in that day that I will seek to destroy all the nations that come against Jerusalem. So that's God speaking. And it shall come to pass in that day that I will seek to destroy all the nations that come against Jerusalem. That is coming from God himself. Okay, let's see here. We just looked at that. Matthew 24:14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. Well, the gospel is being preached throughout the world, so we know the end is near. We're in the latter days. I keep saying this all the time, ladies and gentlemen. One of 2 things is coming up, either the rapture or the day of God. If you do not know what the day of God is, please read 2 Peter chapter 3. It's a terrible day. It's a dreadful day of tremendous wrath that God will pour out in a day. It's called the day of God, the day of the Lord. Please read 2 Peter chapter 3, ladies and gentlemen. Peter has a vision, and he tries to describe that vision, and I went over it many times. I won't go over it again, but I highly recommend you reviewing and reading 2 Peter chapter 3. I just wanted to give you a short update. The Houthis hit again another ship in the shipping lanes. 3 servicemen's blood has been spilled and died through Iran-backed proxies. What will it take to stop Iran? They're at the threshold of getting nuclear weapons. Once they get nuclear weapons, they already have their delivery devices, not to sound redundant, but the whole game changes, and Iran knows that. So we only have a short window of opportunity to eliminate Iran's capability of getting nuclear weapons. I pray that the powers be realize that, and the window of opportunity is quickly closing on that. Because once they get nuclear weapons, the whole game changes, as you know. Well, with that being said, you're listening and watching another broadcast of Jerusalem's Gate. Remember, we love you, and we catch you on the next broadcast.